getting going. All right, so we're here with Norm Burt, lead cataloger for St. Vrain Valley School District. And Norm, we want to ask a little bit about your perspective of the project. And my first question is, when you first found out about the decision to move to this model of organization, where were you? What was when you heard about it?
All right. We had just visited the Wright Farms branch at Anythink Libraries and had taken a tour, and we're coming back to St. Vrain. I was driving, and Holly made the comment, "I think we need to try this," and she claims that I swerved at that time. I'm not so sure that that's quite right. I think I, gripped the wheel a little bit tighter, but so my reaction was, okay, if that's what you propose, I think I can support you in that. My concern was, of course, in the cataloging community. Dewey, of course, is what we've been using, and what was the reaction going to be among my compatriots. And so there is always that concern that you are viewed as a rebel when you really, the intent is to do something that's going to be beneficial to the students in getting the books to them and them to the books.
And what has been the reaction?
I haven't personally received any reaction from catalogers. I'm certain that there are some strong feelings, both pro and con. So, I'm kind of waiting on that to see what will come.
Well, what sort of difficulties or challenges has doing it this way presented for you?
Since we had never approached this before, I contacted Anythink and asked for their grid that they used to come up with their classification, their word-based classification. I also contacted Maricopa County in the Phoenix area to ask for their grid as well. I talked with several, talked and sent emails with different schools that had gone to this word-based classification. Courtney Pentland in Omaha at the Burke High School was very supportive about this transition and was very helpful in answering questions that I had, concerns about the process. What did you find out? That everyone has said, which we discovered too, the time involved is quite a bit more than what we had anticipated. And so that was something that, or is something that anybody that chooses to go with this type of classification needs to be aware of the great amount of time that it takes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any other advice for schools or school districts that are considering a move such as this? The statistics that Holly has been gathering so far have been pretty positive. I would say keep an open mind about it. What are we trying to do? It may be not the solution that every school needs, but it's something that's worth a try that I was willing to support Holly on, just because our whole profession is one of innovation, and if we are an innovative group, then we need to be open-minded and look in a forward direction to see what we can do in order to make the library a more welcoming place, an empowering place for our students and faculty, staff. That's awesome.
Do you find, I'm going to ask you, do you find it's continuing to take that much time, or now that you've done it, is it settling down?
No, it definitely is settling down. It was the initial process coming up with a classification grid. Of course, when Holly did the collection development, assigning the classification for Mackin in order to do the programming, which I am in awe of the programmers who did that. and just, but now it's kind of like we're settling into a routine, and so we're just looking at trying to tweak things. What would fit better in this classification than that classification? So,
Can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Mackin and what our role in this project was, and how you see the partnership working?
well, it couldn't have been done without a really good working relationship between us and Mackin. Ann Weber was always able to answer questions that I had, very quick in response, oh, well, we've got this concern or that concern, especially when the samples came in, okay, these things need to be tweaked. And it just went really smoothly. Holly, I think, was concerned about when we were going to import all the MARC records, and I really didn't have that concern at all. I just thought it was going to be like any other download, and it was. So it's really a very smooth process, a great support team with Mackin.
Thank you. I think that was really